Hey guys, welcome back to the FNAF bonus tutorials. This is episode 7. We're almost at the very end of the series, and in this one, we're going to be making the custom night menu. We're going to have an area where you can select the aggression you want for the animatronic. We'll also have custom made challenges, and then we'll have a whole scene where you can actually use those custom nights. So let's go back to the main menu. I'm going to go into 2D mode. As you can see over here, you have Five Nights at Capsules. And I'm going to make a new button in between continue and quit. This is going to be the custom night. Well, you might want to have night 6 and a night 7, but I'm just going to have custom night. I don't need the night display, and it's going to be called custom night. Night. Okay, so let's also make a new panel here. I'm going to make this background. I'm going to make this custom night. I'm going to make this all black. Raise the opacity. And I'm going to make it slightly bigger so you can't see the corners, because a panel for some reason is like a rounded square. So let's also have an image. This is going to be your animatronic icon. You'll want to upload a picture over here, but hey, that's going to be my animatronic. I'm going to increase this. You might want to set preserve aspect ratio, so like this it stays a nice square, and I'm going to set this to be like this. I'm only going to have one animatronic. You might want to have many different animatronics. I'm going to put text mesh pro, and I'm going to call it animatronic name, and I'm going to be calling this hey auto size, and I'm going to center it. By the way, a thing that I want to mention in the other episodes, I suggest that in your other scenes you would make your game manager and your other important stuff that are going to be staying constant in all nights to be a prefab. To make a prefab, just drag and drop. So like this, if when I drag it into another night, if I change something over here, I can save my changes, and then it will change in all instances. So if I go to night 2, the task system, the error system, the power system, and all these new stuff that I changed won't be there, which might like do something odd. I was getting errors because I didn't have my music box display on my camera, so be careful about that. Let's go back to this main menu scene. Okay, underneath here I also need another text mesh pro. It's going to be the aggression counter. I'm going to put it underneath. I'm going to shrink it a bit, center it again. I'm going to put it at 0. Now I want to add 2 more buttons. So decrease aggression. I don't necessarily want them to be tied. I'm going to hide this, change this to be white. I'm going to auto size this. I'm going to have that there. Change the size of the, yep, that's good. And now increase aggression, and I want to be this one. I want to see the offset this has. Okay, boom, 92.1, like that. So now we have this setup. You may want to change some stuff. I'm going to make these slightly bigger, and I'll recenter them again. And yep, okay. So like this, now we have hey, and we have buttons to increase or decrease, but they don't actually do anything yet. You want to copy these for all the different animatronics you have. And now we're going to set up their system. So let's make custom night menu, a new script, and let's open it up in Visual Studio. Okay. So we're going to be needing, so Strides field private game, no, int, and make it an array because you'll have different animatronics. I'm going to call it animatronic aggression. I also need a private array of, this is going to sound funny, an an array of arrays. So I think int like that. Yes. Okay. Animatronic modes. We'll explain those a bit later. So let's have a public void increase aggression. Now, just how we were doing with the other stuff, I'm going to add an int animatronic ID, and we'll be getting these. So var current aggression is equal to animatronic aggression anim ID, current aggression plus plus. If current aggression is bigger than 20, because in all in the normal, what's it called, FNAF games, 20 is like the normal, and I'm going to be doing like houses in the normal game, you'll want it to be 20. Now, we also want to have a public void decrease aggression and anim ID. We need to set its aggression actually. So over here, we're going to do is equal to current aggression. Open these brackets, copy paste here. Everything needs to be the same, except now if it's smaller than 0, set it to 20. You can set this 20 to whatever you want according to your case. And now we also need access to private text mesh pro UGY. Import the library using tmpro up here. So you can use the text mesh pro stuff, make it an array animatronic aggression display. I'm going to have the animatronic aggression display open square brackets anim id dot text is equal to current aggression dot to text dot to string, not to text, and put in the brackets. Those are needed a lot. Okay. Let's go back into the seed. Let's have the animatronic aggression, and we need to just have one. Just set it to 0. You could also just set a default, and we need one display, which is going to be this animatronic counter. These two add an on-click event, custom night. This one from the menu should have the decrease, and this should have the increase. Custom night menu, increase. And like this, it's going up, it's going up. When we hit 20, it will loop back to 0. Oh, and this is still +1. Wait. This needs to be minus minus, not plus plus. So also this int array thing did not work. So this is going to be something really useful. That it's a new concept. So you can make your own like private scripts, like how you over here have your public class mode behavior. We're going to set up a new public class called custom night modes. It's not going to get from mode behavior, add in these. Now to access them, you'll need to set them to be system.serializable, so they're visible to other scripts. Now over here, we're just going to be having one thing, just public. And no, we're gonna have multiple things. And animatronic aggression here. And let's also have a public string mode name. So over here, for the different animatronics, you want to have a specific animatronic aggression, and this is going to be the name for that like custom night mode. Up here, you're going to want to have an array of this custom night modes. When you exit, you're going to have inside the script your animatronic modes. I'm going to set up just one. Let's say we're going to have this one be at 5, and let's call this Happy Tuesday. Let's also make another one so we can then show the explain. It's going to have just one. It's going to start at 0, and it's going to be custom mode. Now you might want to give like a benefit, so you might want to track which mode was started, and you would want to disable these buttons so they can't like start like Happy Tuesday and then set his aggression to 0 and just wait for the night to pass. Now we need to set up a way to display what mode you currently chose and a way to go through the different modes. Now you probably already know what we're going to do. The same thing with, actually I'm just going to copy these, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, take them out, and we're going to call it mode text, next mode, previous mode. And we're going to make them here, next, nope, mode text in the middle here. We're going to have like, happy Tuesday. Now let's do happy Wednesday so we can see that it's changed. Yep, that's how you spell Wednesday. And this is a good position. I like this. Let's here, over here, minus, boom, like that. Now let's set up a system in here to display the modes. Let's have a public void next mode. Up here, let's have an int value for current mode. Current mode plus plus if current mode is bigger or equal to modes animatronic modes dot length. If you want, you can also call it like custom night modes. That actually makes more sense. I'm going to rename it, press F2 to rename it, and also change all the stuff that you call for it. If it's bigger or equal to custom night mode, current mode is equal to 0. Now we also need to set up the mode text, so we need access to that text as well. Text mesh pro text, no, come on, text mesh pro UGY mode text. So mode text dot text is equal to custom night modes current mode dot mode name. And you also want to loop, so for int I equals 0, I is smaller than custom night modes. No, I want this to be I is smaller than animatronic aggression dot length. I plus plus, close the brackets, do that, and then we're going to do animatronic aggression I dot is equal to custom night modes current mode dot animatronic aggression I. And we also want to set the text, so yeah, I, like that. Okay, now we should be done for the next mode. Just copy paste this for previous mode, I'm just going to write prev for previous. If it's smaller than 0, I'm going to set it to custom night mode dot length length -1. Over here it's going to be minus, and all this bottom stuff stays the same. Now let's check that it's working after we set all the stuff we need to set. So there's going to be previous mode, next mode. We drag and drop the Happy Wednesday. Okay, so previous mode, prev mode, next mode. In the custom night, we need to drag and drop bow text. So bow text here. You may notice that this isn't changing at the start. We'll be adjusting that. So Happy Wednesday. Okay, so for some reason the custom nights changed back. So let's just have here, okay, Happy Tuesday, and over here custom night, and it's going to be, yeah. So let's hit play. It's going to say Happy Wednesday at first, but custom night, Happy Tuesday, custom night, Happy Tuesday, custom night, Happy Tuesday, custom night, Happy Tuesday. Let's set it so in the start we wanted to just do this, start like that. And I don't think we need to update. We need to update, no. And let's also have here, so public void start custom night. Now in the start custom night, we're going to be needing, I'm going to add some comments because we're going to be having 3 things to do. So first we're going to be saving the properties we have, so their aggression, loading up the scene, so only 2. So to save the properties, we're going to be using the player prefs that we had used in the other episode. So we're going to have a list over here. Where is it? Here. So I see private string and make it an array, not a list, because like animatronic aggression player pref key. It's long. You can like make it way shorter, but yeah. So let's go for the key. The name can be shorter. I'm actually going to change his name. Anim player pref key. Just that. Now let's make a for loop. Okay. Animatron, hitting double tab on it, it sets this up. Anim key pref key dot length. So player prefs dot set int anim pref key I, comma animatronic aggression I, because they should be equal. So yep. And like this is going to be setting up the scene. Then over here we're just going to be doing a scene manager. Remember to import the library up here using Unity engine.scene management, scene manager.load scene, and then we're going to have a string for field private string scene name. Scene name. Okay. I'm going to be setting up just one for the one animatronic that we have, and I'm going to make it, call it Scarecrow Aggression. The scene name we're going to be calling, let's go into the scenes. I'm going to copy night 1 because that one has, and I'm going to call it custom night. Yep. Let's copy that string, go into the custom night, and copy the custom night. Now, just the name. Let's add a new button, start custom night. Its on-click event is going to be the start custom night. Where's it? Start custom night? Yep, start custom night. The text is going to be start black auto size. I'm going to resize this a bit and like put it in here. Okay, and now in the main menu code, we should have a main menu. We're going to make a new, okay, so public void um public void what's public void, oh yeah, show custom night, and then public void hide custom night. Now we need a game serialize field private game object, and it's going to be custom night UI. By the way, you can set up, like, if you want to organize how your script looks in the inspector, some tips are header and then putting a string and like custom night, and also I think it's like space, and like this you'll have a header above these UI and a gap between these two. I'll keep them so I can show you. So custom night UI.set active true, custom night UI.set active false. Okay, now we also need to set up an X. I forgot to set up the X in the custom night. Come on. Okay, here, let's copy this, just insert like close UI, and I'm going to make it an X. I want this to be white. I'm going to hide that. Yep, make it like that. Here, up here. Okay. And this is going to be from Canvas, I think, has the main menu script. Yeah, main menu, hide custom night. Yep. By the way, yeah, over here I mentioned that to accurately get it so the UI stays looking the same, you want to scale with screen size, put in your resolution of a PC and match the height, because matching the width sometimes makes it look a bit off. So that's here, and now we just need to set up this button, main menu not continue, show custom night, and then we need to pass custom night UI, and you have the space over here and the header. Now let's go into the custom night scene, and we actually need to set the aggression of the characters. Now I'm just going to go to canvas, night display, night name, custom night. I'm going to deactivate all the other monsters that we don't need. Yep, that's all of them. And for this one, I'm going to go in here. And we're going to we're going to add a new bool. Private bool is custom night. And we're going to have over here, if is custom night. We also need to get a private string key. I'm going to do a player prefs dot get int key, comma, and 0 will be the default. Key is with a capital K. And then there's going to be the threshold to pass. So the threshold to pass is equal, oh nope, threshold to pass, I don't want these two. Okay, and also over here where we update the aggression, the threshold to pass, over here if it's not custom night. You can keep the view on, but I don't want it to change because also it will take the aggression by hour, and you would need to also set that up instead, and you can't save arrays in a player pref. You would have to make your own custom save thing. So I'm just going to keep it simple and like you start with it, you end with it. And like this, the custom night settings should be working. I'm going to test it out and we'll then check over here on how it looks. So let's go back to the main menu, save, make sure to add the custom night to the build screen. Let's check that these buttons work. Custom night, close, okay. No, I don't want a happy Tuesday, I want a custom night. And let's set it to 9. Start.
This
It's
is
telling me
phone
custom night
guy.
properly.
Hey, blah
And
blah blah
the
blah.
monsters, threshold to pass. Oh, I missed 2 of them. Is I forgot to set it for him. That's a problem. But since we're here, we can actually get the exact, okay, scarecrow aggression. I copied that. The monster here, let's pass it on here, and it's a custom night. Yes. Let's go back to the main menu. Let's go back to the main menu. Okay. Custom night. Not a happy Tuesday. Custom night. 9. Start.
This is phone
Monster.
guy. Hey,
And his
blah blah blah
threshold to
blah.
pass is 9, so it's working properly. Nice. Yeah. And like that, you've set up a custom night. So you would want to populate the custom night UI, give them the keys inside this custom night, and you're set with having a custom night. So this will be it kind of for the normal FNAF bonus tutorials for this part, but many of you asked for me to make a 2D FNAF tutorial, so the next one will just be a complete go-to on how to make your own 2D FNAF fan game, and we'll rush through the basics. I won't be doing these mechanics because you can like try to work out how to do them in 2D. There isn't much difference in between, and I'll just be doing a normal just office, close doors, check lights, check cameras, power, and time. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.